Okay, so here we have the new Wilderness Castle. It appeared on February 22nd, 2010. It came along with the update of Poro Puro, or however you pronounce that, I don't know. That's all you get to see of it, unfortunately, because you can't get any closer with the Orb of Oculus, but we may be able to get closer somehow later, but for right now, that's all we can glimpse of the castle. And here we have the tents camped out in front of the castle. There's a red, green, and blue tent, and I don't think they have anything to do with the respective gods of those colors, Zamorak, Guthix, and Sardaman. I think they're just the high-ranking officials of the Fremmenik that are there. And you can't see any of the NPCs because when you're using the Orb of Oculus and ascending or descending into a higher level or lower level, the NPCs disappear. So there could very well be a lot of Fremmenik, but we can't see them. And here's some of the path that you can see using the Orb of Oculus. And there's multiple tiers of this rock where the castle sits on top of. There's probably at least 6 tiers of rock, and you can see some steps right there. And there's a path that leads up to the castle as well as to something else you'll see in just a minute. Right, and here I'll give you a tour of what it looks like from the world map. It is north of the Slayer Tower and right of Clan Wars. And there's the fence where the 2 Fremmenik guarding it are. And there's the entrance to the first tier. And the path moves up to the second tier, and then it also goes up to the third tier where there is a small little hangout, probably where those tents are, but the tents appear to be actually up to the 4th tier and to the little bit of the left of the castle. And here's the path down to the dock, as you can see. We might use that dock to bypass the Fremmenik. Who knows? And here's the castle itself, which is relatively small considering this enormous area that it's sitting in. I don't know why they made such a huge area for such a small castle. The entire place itself goes from about, level 7 wilderness up to 36, maybe even higher wilderness. And here we have the 2 Fremmenik that are guarding the wilderness castle, or at least the gate to it. And there's a big guy with a spear and a woman with a shield and the weirdest axe I've ever seen. It's hollow, and then it's got this super long handle, so I don't know what kind of axe that could possibly be, but I've never seen anything like that. And here's the dialogue that you exchange between the 2 Fremmenik as you talk to them. I guess I'll do a commentary over this, even though you guys will probably want to mute me and listen to this. But there's Hilda and Torsteg, as you can see. A couple more facts about this. They did not mention this in any update or anywhere. They were just like, there's a new wilderness castle, but we're not telling anybody, so let's see how long it takes for them to find it. Which it probably didn't take us, 2 seconds to find it. Whoever found it first was like, oh my gosh, there's a new wilderness castle. I actually found out by using a quite reliable source of information that I like to use a lot. The Runescape Wikia. It's very useful. I didn't actually find it on purpose. I was just looking for images of the royal attire, and I found new pictures, and the new pictures had the castle, and I'm like, what castle? And I'm like, what wilderness castle thing? And so I searched for it, and it's like, oh, there's a new wilderness castle. I'm like, wow. And so I grabbed my Orb of Oculus and a bunch of other paraphernalia and ran up to them. So over here, right beside them, I've used the Jagex ring. I used the Ring of Charos. I used the Pendant of Lucian, the Pendant of Armadal, and nothing works. And there's no ghosts, no portals, nothing. The Pendant of Lucian and the Pendant of Armadal do nothing. And I'm pretty sure the Fremmenik 3 brutes don't do anything. So this is the only dialogue that we'll be able to leech out of these people. And I'll just let you read this, I guess. And here's the examine info. Big axe, big shield, must be a Fremmenik, that's Hilda's. And then the other one is for Torsteg. Okay, so expect the Runescape Show episode 2 in a day or so. Thanks for watching, and subscribe please. Weekly videos from how-tos to what's new, and it's all here on the Runecast.